Hey everyone, before we begin, I just want to say thank you for all the love and support. So many of you watch my videos but haven't subscribed yet. If my stories touch your heart, please take a second to hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it helps me keep creating the kind of stories that inspire and move you. Thank you so much. Now, let's begin. In a forgotten corner of the forest, an old, tall tree stood quietly. In its branches, two birds lived. They had been together for years, sharing every sunrise and sunset. They sang together, built their nest together, and faced the changing seasons side by side. The male bird loved the female bird more than anything. He spent his days finding the sweetest grains, bringing her the clearest water, and singing the most beautiful songs, all just to see her smile. His love was a deep and selfless ocean. But slowly, a small seed of doubt began to grow in her heart. She wasn't cruel. She was just insecure. She would often watch him and wonder, he's so kind, so caring. But what if his heart isn't truly mine? What if one day he just flies away? As the days turned into weeks, her quiet doubts grew into small, sad arguments. She would look at him and say, "You don't love me like you used to." And he, with gentle eyes full of unwavering affection, would reply, "My love, if I didn't love you, why would I still be here, by your side, every single day?" But doubt, once it takes root, is a dangerous and blinding thing. One cold winter evening, that doubt sharpened into a test. She looked at him, her voice trembling slightly, and said, "I need to know the truth. Tomorrow, before the sun rises, we will meet under this tree. Whoever arrives first truly loves the other more." The male bird simply smiled, a soft, sad smile. "If that's what will finally bring peace to your heart," he said, "then I agree." That night, she returned to their nest, her mind racing. "I'll wake up before anyone else," she thought. "I'll be there first, and I will prove how much I love him." But he didn't go to the nest. He stayed right there, under the old tree, watching the sky darken and feeling the cold wind rise. He looked up at the stars and whispered to himself, "What if I fall asleep and wake up late? What if she comes first and believes I didn't care? No, I won't sleep tonight. I will stay right here, so she will never have to doubt my love again." The night grew colder. The wind turned harsh and biting. His small feathers trembled, but he did not move. He curled his little body as tightly as he could and waited. Frost began to gather on his wings, like a delicate, cruel blanket. His heart beat slower and slower, but his thoughts stayed warm with love for her. "She'll see me here in the morning," he thought, "and she'll know. She'll finally know I never stopped loving her." Far away in their nest, the female bird couldn't sleep either. She tossed and turned, looking at the stars, counting the hours until dawn. As soon as the very first faint light touched the horizon, she flew out, her heart racing with a mixture of excitement and anxiety. When she reached the old tree, she looked around. He wasn't there. She landed on a low branch, her wings drooping. Maybe he didn't come, she thought, a cold emptiness spreading through her. Maybe I was right all along. Maybe he doesn't love me as much. Still, she whispered into the silent air, "I love you, even if you didn't come." But something felt wrong. The forest was too quiet. The ground was too still. As the sunlight finally spread across the snow-covered ground, her eyes drifted downward, and then she froze. Near the roots of the tree was a small, still shape, covered in a delicate layer of frost. She flew down in a panic, her breath catching in her throat. It was him. His tiny body lay curled beneath the tree, his feathers stiff with ice, his eyes closed forever. A heartbreaking cry escaped her. "No, no, please, no." She wrapped her wings around his cold body, desperately trying to warm him, trying to will him back to life. But it was too late. Then beside him, she saw something. A tiny frozen flower petal, the very same one he had given her in the spring. And next to it, a single one of his own feathers, placed gently, as if he had left her one final message. It wasn't written in words, but it said everything. I never left. I stayed here all night. Not because I had to prove my love, but because I wanted you to never, ever doubt it again. Her tears fell like hot rain onto the cold snow. She whispered through her sobs, "You beautiful fool. You stayed here just to prove what I should have already known. I should have trusted you. I should have never tested your love." Her cries echoed through the cold, empty morning sky, a lonely sound of regret. In love, we often search for loud proofs, for grand, dramatic gestures. We forget that true love often lives in the quiet moments, in the steady presence, in the silent sacrifices we might never even notice. Sometimes, we test the hearts that love us the most, not realizing that love isn't something to be measured or proven. It's something to be cherished and protected. The ones who truly love you may not always say it in grand declarations. They simply stay. They care. They give without ever asking for anything in return. But when we keep doubting, keep questioning, we slowly push them away. And one day, we might find only memories where a loving heart once waited patiently for us. Trust before you doubt. Hold on before you let go. Because sometimes, by the time we finally understand the depth of someone's silent love, it's already too late to feel it again. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more.